It's your boy Nod, Chop Squad Records, Alpha Squad ENT.
For sure, for sure. All right, I gotta ask you when we start this interview, man. When did you fall in love with hip hop?
Ooh, I didn't know you gonna ask me that. I fell in love with hip hop, man, when I seen Chris Cross. I was a
Okay.
shorty. I seen the shorties on the screen rapping. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Shorties can rap like shorties can do this. You feel?
Yeah,
I started having that ambition to, rap. You feel me? So that's how that shit went.
most definitely. Now, can you speak on upbringing in Southside Chicago? What was that like?
Rough, uh, bruises, scars. You feel me? Uh, Being affiliated with certain shit, you go through certain shit in Chicago. But I had a solid father. My dad was in my life. You feel me? He raised me and my brother, so I had solid upbringing. Solid principles, solid guidelines to follow by that made me who I am. You feel me? So
Yeah,
my mom and my dad key principles in my life. You feel me?
most definitely. Now, you said being involved in certain things, or you talking about for us like gang culture?
Yeah, man, it's street life, bro. You feel me? Street life, man. It's
Yeah,
a different life. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Now, what tribe you could say GD, BD, Vice Lord, whatever, if you can speak on that.
Insane folks. G.
Okay, shout out Insane Folks GD. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Now you say you did grow up with two parents in the household. How important was that though? Being involved in that and still having your parents.
I mean, it was my stepmom, but shit, she pretty much my mom. You know what I'm saying? But it was my people was like realists. You feel me? They didn't sugarcoat shit. They not them type of people that let you
Yeah,
live behind a shade. You know what I'm saying? So I said it was well needed. You know what I mean? It made me who I am. I'm saying I
most
can't
definitely,
take I can't take that part away without making me. You feel me?
most definitely. Can you speak on what school you attended going to Southside Chicago? I mean, growing up in Southside Chicago.
Oh yeah, I went to Gresham, man. I went to Gresham Elementary. Then I went to Calumet for like 3 months, and then I left Calumet because at the time they was sort of start making motherfuckers wear uniforms at the Calumet because they switched it around or some shit to another prospective school or something. So I ended up going to Simeon and shit got kicked out of Simeon for fighting the vice principal, and
Mm.
I graduated from Midwest Theological and got my degree, my diploma. I mean, you feel?
Man, that's a blessing though. That's still a blessing, a
Yeah,
gift and a curse.
yeah. It
What
is
was
what it is.
when was the first time you picked up the microphone to express hip hop?
First time I say I was probably my days with NOC, me and Verse. So I was shit 14, 15, around that time. Just fucking around, taking it seriously, but not taking it as serious in comparison to now. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah,
I say about 15, 14.
for sure. Now, growing up in Chicago, being around violence, how driven were you to make it out the trenches?
Shit, man, Chicago, everybody driven to make it out the trenches, bro. You feel? That's our
For
whole
sure.
drive, bro. You feel me? I mean, my dad was a hustler, so I've been driven from day one because he didn't he
Most
didn't
definitely.
baby us with shit. Yeah, he gave me everything I want, but he made me work for it. You know what I'm saying? It was structure. You feel me? He taught me a line to stand on and a line not to cross. So they gave me a level of structure, balance in my life. So my father was a key element to that. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Most definitely. How did you come up with the name Nod?
Shit, they go back to my dad, bro. You feel me? My
Yeah.
dad, Big Nod. You feel me? And I'm Lil Nod,
Okay.
technically. So shit, that's just what it was. That's my real nickname That's my parents. My
Ah,
parents
damn.
giving nickname. That's not no stage name or nothing. That's me. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
that's me all the way through. You know what I'm saying? So that's my parents gave me that name. So that's who I am. It used to be ATMG Nod. You know what I'm saying? When we was ATMG, that's why it's tatted on my neck. But then it went to Chop Squad Nod, but changed it for legal issues. You know, Warner Brother, a bunch of other shit with that.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask you what does that stand for? What's ATMG?
Oh, A-Trade Music Group. That was the original. That's the original starting point for all this shit. You feel me? That's what it
Okay.
was. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it was ATMG, Glow Boys, ATMG. You know what I'm saying? OTF. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? It was ATMG. But we transitioned from ATMG due to label issues and went towards the Chop Squad shit. You know what I'm saying? Still the same thing, but just
Yeah.
transition. You feel me?
Now you said Glow and you said OTF. Did you ever meet any one of them, Chief Keef, Lil Durk?
I ain't never met Chief, but I did songs with Capo. You know, there's people that fuck with Capo, and I done met Tato before. That's pretty much it as far as OTF. Yeah, I done met Dirk. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of times. Been around Dirk. Shit. I was in the video shoot with him, Johnny May, when they did the I Go video shoot. You know what I'm saying? I was there in that video, so I done met Dirk plenty of times.
What's it like
But
being around Dirk? What's that like?
he smooth. Dirk, he cool. He funny as hell though. He a funny motherfucker too. You feel me? But he cool.
Most definitely, most definitely. Do you remember the first time you performed and what was your peers thinking about that? Like, how did they express that? Like you picking
First
up the
time
mic
I
and
ever
performing.
shit. First time I ever performed shit. They really wasn't. They didn't even know nothing about the music shit when I first started rapping. I didn't really put that on to them until like shit, maybe like 10, 12 years ago, when I really start showing them that I'm finna start rapping. My people didn't really
Yeah.
know that shit for a long ass time that I was even playing with it. You know what I'm saying? So my first show, I believe it was I forgot where the fuck it was at. It was a Chain Gang show. What we was at? You know what I'm talking about. I can't remember where the fuck we was at. It was a Chain Gang show, a little group that we was in back in the day. That was my first show
Okay.
with the Chain Gang. I believe it was over west on the low end. Over the Mexican neighborhood, right? Yeah, it was over west and low end. I can't remember exactly what it was at, but it was back. It was a minute ago. So yeah,
It was lit though.
yeah, it was actually lit. That was actually a decent show. Actually, you feel me? That was decent. Had some hoes in there too. You feel me?
On me. For sure. On to the next question. Where were you when Chief Keef and Lil Reese dropped down like and took over the world with that basically?
Oh shit! I was just getting out of jail, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Most of all them was around my brother. I was a little older than them, so they was around my brother mostly. So I used to see him around all the time. Like, well, Reese, not Chief. You feel me? I used to see Reese often. You feel me? So shit. But it was a time again, bro. You
Yeah.
feel me? They created an era. They created a genre. You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure. Definitely took over hip hop for a nice little minute, man. Shout out to them guys. Number 11. Now you said you have 8 kids. How rough is it having 8 kids and still trying to follow your dream?
and kids is a task, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like shit. I got custody of 4 of them. So you know what I'm saying? Full-time dad shit. That shit a handful, bro. But I got
Yeah.
cool baby mamas for the most part. You feel me?
Most
I ain't
definitely.
no child support. I take care of mine. You feel me? I'm there
That's a
for them.
blessing. That's a blessing. What your
So,
kids think about you, being a hip hop star?
shit, my youngest money, his ass love it. But most of
Yeah.
them all love my music. You know, the kids is the best way to find out what's good.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? They
Yeah.
honest.
If the kids like it, you definitely gonna blow.
Yeah, and I got 8 boys, all of them.
Oh man, that's a blessing, man. You get to keep staying on Earth all them years, man. You on Earth forever.
Yeah,
Even
that's
when
what
you
it
know what I'm
seemed like.
saying? Straight up.
That's what it seemed like, man. I'm just trying to make sure they straight, use this music the right way,
Yeah,
leave them something special this time around.
most definitely. Now you spoke on legal troubles, man. Can you speak on, what kind of troubles you got in, get you in and out of jail like that?
Oh man, yeah, that shit in the past, man. Shit, I was facing 10 to 20 years in Nebraska, called a gun charge in McHenry that I just beat not too long ago.
Shout out to you
Yeah,
for beating the gun charge, man. That's
I
big right
beat
there,
I beat that in the 10 to 20 years too. Shit, beat
man.
that too, man. We came from under that too, man. They had us with the
Man,
newspaper and everything on the TV and everything.
that's a blessing, bro. On me, that's a blessing.
Yeah, boy, we came from up under that shit, bro.
For sure,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. On to the next question. How did you get a chance to become one of Young Child's first artists?
Oh man, I was around, bro.
Yeah.
I was around in the beginning, in the very beginning, at Mama Chop House. You feel me? When we didn't have shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
when bro money was just starting to come in. You
Most
know what I'm
definitely.
saying? So I was there in the beginning, so it was always locked in. It's just it wasn't no paperwork and shit like that, like it is now. It was just the squad, and we just rapping and putting shit out, and we just going. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Now, when I'm alone, what producers did you work with, and on Real or Not, what motivated that song? Because I listened to that Real or Not a few times, man. That was a crazy ass record right there, man.
Some of my Went Along project that went along.
Yeah.
Shit, man, that was a dedication to Bobo, Bo Guapo,
Okay. Shout
man.
out Bobo. Who is that?
That's my family, man. My cousin. He passed in a tragic car
Rest in
accident.
peace.
You feel me? So that was really a dedication track to him, with him on it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So that's really what that was. It was just a dedication track to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rest in peace to all the fallen ones.
yeah.
Most definitely. Who was the other artist you worked with on the Splash Brothers, man?
The other artist on Splash Bros, she's Durk. That's my right hand. And he co-founder of Alpha Squad. Me, him, and Chop
Okay.
on Alpha Squad. So you hear me? So yeah, that was Splash Bros. Is just me and him. It's me and him. Nobody else on that. It's me and him.
Yeah, I'm seeing y'all was going crazy on them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah. It's one of those tapes, man. One of my favorite tapes. I tell them that all the time. It's one of my favorite tapes.
Damn right. So y'all got other music? You and him?
Oh, me and Keith got tons of music, bro, and making even more. You feel me? We got
Shout out
Splash
Cheese,
Bros 2
man.
coming, Splash Bros 3 coming. You feel me? You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So it's coming. It's coming for sure. The video actually for Going Dumb is on the 7th. Doing a video shoot for that on the 7th. So that's gonna be one of the first videos for that project.
Okay. That's what's up. That's dope, man. That you still doing that shit, man. Still making this shit happen. Now I gotta ask you, man. We spoke on Grafh for Rock Nation and shit earlier, whatever, man. How did you end up meeting Grafh?
Oh shit, man! How did I fucking meet Grafh, man? It was this is crazy. It's crazy. It was this producer and graphic designer named Swerving Beats. R.I.P. Swerving Beats, man. He committed suicide, man.
Rest his soul.
He linked me with Grafh one time. I was in Texas for South by Southwest. I linked with Grafh. Chopping Us had rented a mansion. You feel me? And we invited him over, and we chilled. And then after that, we went and performed, and invited him there too. You know what I'm saying? To come and chill with us there. And then shit from there, when he came out to Chicago, we linked. And then go out to New York, we linked.
Yeah. So how did y'all end up working on the records you showed me?
What's it called? How I feel?
How I feel?
Yeah, how I
Yeah,
feel.
how I feel.
He wanted me
Grafh
to make
he
a hook
wanted me to
for
make
him.
a hook for him.
You
Yeah.
know, he wanted a
He
dope ass
wanted a
hook,
dope ass hook.
and I knew
And
I wanted to
I knew I
capture
wanted to
his
capture
style.
his
You know what I'm
style, you
saying?
know what I'm saying?
With the
Mm-hmm.
song,
With the
and at the
song
same
and at
time
the same
bring my
time
energy.
bring my energy.
So you know,
So,
they just went
they
about it like
just
that.
went
We
about
just
it like
locked
that.
in
We
and
just
made
locked
this.
in and made it.
Yeah. What was it like though, working with a lyricist like him and then having your own unique style as well, bringing it together? What was that like?
You know, I go
You
through that
know,
a
I
lot
go through that a
because
lot because
I don't really
I
consider
don't really
myself a
consider myself a
lyricist.
lyricist.
I just consider
I just
myself a
consider
person that
myself a
like to
person that like to,
cater to the beat. You feel? You know what I'm
you
saying?
know what I'm saying?
So
So
I deal with
I
lyricists
deal
all
with
the time,
lyricists all the
keys,
time,
verse.
keys, verse.
I'm surrounded by
I'm
people that
surrounded by
are
people that are
lyricists. That's
lyricists.
Yeah.
pretty dope too.
Pretty
You know what
dope
I'm
too,
saying?
you know what
So
I'm saying? So
it's never really
it's
no
never really no
issue there. You know,
issue
it's
there.
like
You
we
know,
just
it's like
making the
we just
music.
making the music.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
And what
saying? And
sound
what
good
sound good
is what
Mm-hmm.
matters the most.
is what
You know what
matters the
I'm saying?
most. You know what I'm
So
saying?
Most
So
definitely. No, that's real. On to the next question. What's your thoughts on Kanye West becoming a billionaire coming from?
Kanye's still a
Kanye's
billionaire?
still a billionaire?
I
I
mean, he
thought he
might
lost
not be
that
a
status.
billionaire, but he touched the billion shit.
Yeah,
Coming from the same, area.
yeah, that
Yeah.
shit.
What
You
kind of
know,
motivation did you get from that?
Ye always been an
They always
inspiration
been
for
an
the city,
inspiration for
bro.
the city, bro.
Most people
Most
always
people
fuck with Ye
always fuck
because
with
of how
you
he
because of how
came.
you
So
came. So,
it's
it's
inspiring
inspiring
seeing
Yeah.
seeing
anybody make
anybody
it. That's just the type
make
of
it. That's
person
just the type
I
of
am.
person I
I
am.
don't have it
I
in my
don't have
body
it
to
in my
really
body
sit
to
around
really
and be
sit
like,
around and be
ooh,
like,
fuck
ooh,
that nigga.
fuck that nigga.
He doing too
He doing
good.
too good.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know
I
what I'm
see a
saying? I
motherfucker
see a
doing
motherfucker
good. I
doing
be
good.
like,
I be like,
I gotta step it
I gotta
up.
step it up.
You
That's
feel me?
real.
And
You feel me? And
that's the man in me.
that's the man
That
in
ain't the
me.
little boy.
The ambition.
You feel me?
You
So
feel me? So
Most definitely. All right, on to the next question. What's your thoughts on the passing of King Von and FBG Duck?
shit. I
shit.
mean,
I mean,
I don't really have too
I
much
don't really have
opinion.
too
That
much
shit went
opinion.
down
That
on
shit
some
went
hood
down
shit.
on
I'm
some
a hood
hood shit.
nigga,
I'm a
bro. You
hood
feel
nigga,
me?
bro. You
That
feel
shit
me?
went down on
That
some
shit
hood
went down
shit.
on some hood shit.
I mean, that
Nah,
shit would have went
That
down
shit
like
would
that
went
during
down
that
like that
fight
during that
anyway,
fight
in any
anyway, in any
situation. You feel
situation.
me?
yeah,
So I mean, it's
So I
fucked
mean,
up
it's
how it
fucked up
go.
how it goes.
Being there,
Being there,
motherfuckers is talented
motherfuckers
and
is
was just in
talented
his
and was
glow.
just in his glow.
You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
that's
You
real.
know what I'm saying?
Same way for Duck
Same way
ends.
for
You feel
duck
me?
ends. You feel me?
You feel me? So,
So,
you know,
For sure. Okay, what's your thoughts on FYBJ man pushing peace?
J Man, that's
J
funny
Man,
as
that's
hell,
funny as
man.
hell, man.
They man ass need
They
to link
man
with
has
me,
been
man.
linked with me, man.
His ass funny
Shout
as
out J
hell.
Man.
But I mean,
But
ain't no
I
wrong with
mean, ain't
pushing
no
that
wrong
piece,
with
bro.
pushing that piece, bro.
You feel me? Ain't
Yeah,
no wrong with
Ain't
that.
no wrong with that.
That shit stupid
That
just
shit stupid.
doing
Just
violence for
doing
nothing,
violence for nothing,
or just
or
not
just
being able to
not
control
being
your
able to control
emotions
your
and
emotions
lashing
and
out because you
lashing
can't
out because
control
you
your
can't
emotions.
control your emotions.
and
You
that's
feel
what
me?
it be. That mainly what it be. Niggas can't control their emotions.
That's all it be
That's
for
all
real,
it be
bro.
for real,
Flexing
bro.
and
Flexing
can't
and
control their
can't
emotions.
control their emotions.
You feel me? So
Nah, that's real.
So
it ain't always worth
it
it,
ain't
bro.
always working, bro.
For sure. All right, on to the next question. What's your top 5 favorite? That one.
Top 5
Top
artists of
5
all
artists of
time.
all time.
I might have to
I
double
might have
some
to
on this
double some
list.
on this list.
Shit. Top artists,
Top
man.
artists,
Top
man.
artists for
Top
me,
artists for
man.
me, man.
I wouldn't say number
I
one,
wouldn't
but
say number one, but
just top five,
just top
whatever.
5, whatever.
I say
I
Biggie
say
for sure.
Biggie for sure.
Shout out,
You
rest in
feel
peace,
me?
Biggie Small.
You feel me?
You feel me?
Wayne.
Wayne.
Shout out Lil Wayne.
I gotta put the
I
whole
gotta put the
Dipset
whole
on
Dipset
there,
on there.
Shout out Dipset, man. They
and I
definitely
gotta,
did. They had
I
a
gotta,
crazy
I
movement.
gotta put them
I
on.
gotta put them on.
I gotta put the
I gotta
locks.
put the locks.
I
Damn
gotta
right.
put the
I
locks
gotta
on
put the
there.
locks on there.
And I gotta put
And I gotta
Gucci,
put
bro.
Gucci, bro.
Man,
Put
that's
Gucci
crazy,
on
man.
there,
I
bro.
think you the first one to put Gucci on that motherfucker, man. That's crazy. Gucci had a crazy run too.
Motherfuckers be tweaking as
Motherfuckers be
Guap, bro.
tweaking every while,
Guap was the
grew up
man,
was the
bro.
man, bro.
He spawned a
He
lot of these
spawned a lot
niggas,
of these
bro. You
niggas,
feel?
bro.
The same way that
Same way
Keith
that
just
Keef
spawned a lot of
just spawned
niggas.
a lot of niggas.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
You
Gucci
feel me?
spawned a
Gucci
lot of
spawned a
niggas,
lot of
bro.
niggas,
You feel me?
Most
Like,
definitely.
a lot of motherfuckers is off script, bro.
For sure. All right. How did you feel when the immigrants from other countries came and flooded Chicago? What was your take?
I thought they ass was doing too much. That's what I thought they were. I thought they was doing too much, man. You feel me? Especially trying to press motherfuckers in the land that ain't yours.
Right, I was seeing that shit like they was pressing motherfuckers. They was literally on motherfuckers' bumpers. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, it's finna
motherfuckers
be
was
like
on their
that with
bumpers
us.
too, though. We was on their bumpers hard too. Motherfuckers just started
Okay.
spitting on your ass at this point. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like motherfuckers just started applying pressure on your ass at this point. You see in Venezuela, motherfuckers get on your ass.
Right. On me. All right. Have you been on tour? And is there any tours coming up in the future?
Yeah, I was on tour with Sunny Digital on top. Me, YB, and Child.
Okay.
I think Mike was there too. Yeah, but yeah, that was Sunny Digital tour. We were in like 48 states, but I only did like 20 of them with them. You feel me? Because I had like family issues and stuff to take care of.
Yeah. What was that like though, man? Like going on tour, leaving Chicago and just going, seeing the whole world and shit.
It was my first experience touring. You feel me? So it was dope. You know, just being with the guys, just going to different places, talking shit. I mean, you with your bros, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And y'all doing what y'all enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying?
Most
So
definitely.
it was a dope experience.
For sure.
Sunny Digital was cool too.
Yeah. Now I was gonna ask you, who are some of the other Alpha Squad members?
Alpha Squad, let me consist of right now. Me, Cheese the Great, 10 Toes Dale, Verse to God, and Red Eyes 604.
Okay.
We got a list of producers as well.
Okay, so you work with other producers besides Young Chop?
I got a list of producers on our roster.
Okay. Can you name some of them?
Yeah, Lil Zen, Red Eyes, Freddie French. You know, they pretty dope.
I'm gonna have to check that shit out.
And the new guy I just been messing with Grandpa J. He pretty dope. He from Japan.
Damn, Japan. Oh yeah, I know he probably got some crazy sounds.
Yeah, he black and Japanese, right? He going crazy. He just sent me a pack that's dope as hell today. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Okay. Now I gotta ask you, man, are you signed to Empire as well as Young Chop Records?
Yeah, that's how my deal is. I'm signed to Empire and Chop. You know, because Chop as well is signed to Empire.
Okay.
But my deal on my paperwork is with him. And
okay.
You know, so I got access to all my stuff through Empire. And I contacted them directly.
Niggas coming up together, man. That's a dope feeling, man.
Yeah.
On to the next question, man. What's your message to the Chicago youth that might want to follow in your path?
Stay focused, man. Consistency is key. You feel me? You can't do this shit without money. You hear me? Don't let them tell you otherwise. You need money for this shit. And however you gotta get it to do that, you need to do that. You hear me?
Man,
just be consistent.
This shit ain't cheap, man.
Yeah,
this shit costs money, man.
You never know. My streams wasn't what they are now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wasn't. You never know when it started bubbling. So that's why you gotta be consistent and keep doing and keep being better at your craft.
For sure. So when can the fans expect new music? You know, a new album or something?
Actually, dropping an album. I've been posting it on the 1st of June. It's called Underrated. It's produced in about Summer Alpha Squad and Chop. And it's presented by Young Chop as well.
Shout out Young Chop.
It's me and Mike the Odyssey tape. It was like 9
Okay.
tracks.
It was like 9 tracks.
Pretty dope tape.
Pretty dope tape.
Most definitely. I'm gonna have to check that out too as well when it drop. Before we get out of here, you got any merch, any sponsors you want to represent?
Not at the time, man.
Not
Not
at
at the time, man. Not at the time, man. Just make sure y'all follow me. Underscore. Follow Top Squad Records. Underscore and Alpha Squad UNT.
For sure. With that being said, this is another episode of When I Fell in Love with Hip Hop. We out here at Chicago, man. St. Louis to Chicago. Stand up, man. Peace up.
Yep.
We out of here.
Yeah, bro.